Hey, welcome back to Smart Money Signals. I'm your name, and today we're diving into the mindset of one of the most successful investors of all time, Warren Buffett. But not just the usual he bought Coca-Cola story, we're going deeper. We're going to break down how Buffett thinks, his mindset, his principles, and how you can use the same approach to invest smarter at whether you've got $50 or $50,000. I'll even bust a few myths and answer some of the questions people always have when they hear his name. And hey, if you're new here, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button and give this video a like so more people can get smarter with their money. Let's get into it. So first, who exactly is Warren Buffett? Most people know him as the elderly billionaire who eats McDonald's, drinks Coca-Cola, and lives in the same house he bought in the 1950s. But what's crazy is that Buffett didn't build his fortune chasing trends. He started with a small partnership and just a few bucks in the 1950s. What made him successful wasn't luck. It was a totally different way of thinking about investing. And that's exactly what we're going to explore. Now, one of the foundations of Buffett's approach is something called value investing. And if that sounds boring, hold on, because this one principle is the reason he's a billionaire and 99% of people aren't. Value investing means you're not buying stocks, you're buying businesses. Let me say that again. You're not trading symbols on a screen. You're buying ownership in real companies with real profits, real customers, and real futures. Buffett looks for businesses that are selling for less than what they're actually worth. Imagine a car worth $20,000 being sold for $12,000. Same car, cheaper price. That's what Buffett calls intrinsic value. And when the market misprices a good business, that's his buying signal. But here's where it gets interesting. Even when he finds a business he loves, he doesn't rush in. He waits for something called a margin of safety. What's that? Simple. It's a buffer. Let's say you think a company is worth $100 a share. Buffett won't pay $98. He might wait until it drops to $70 or lower. That way, even if he was a little wrong about the numbers, he's still protected. It's like building a bridge that can hold twice the expected weight. Smart, right? Now here's a principle I absolutely love from Buffett. Circle of competence. He's said many times, you don't have to be an expert on everything. Just stay within what you know. Let me explain. If you're passionate about fashion or tech or food, you've probably got more insight into Nike or Shopify or Starbucks than you realize. But you might be totally lost with biotech or semiconductors. And that's okay. You don't need to understand every sector of the market. You just need to understand your lane and stick to it. Buffett himself avoided tech for years because he didn't feel comfortable with it. He didn't try to impress anyone. He just stayed in his zone and crushed it. All right, now let's talk about something Buffett always looks for in a company, a moat. Not a literal moat with water and alligators, though that would be awesome. A moat in business means a competitive advantage that protects the company from the competition. Think about brands like Coca-Cola, Apple, Google. These companies have moats, things like customer loyalty, network effects, or brand power that are really hard for competitors to copy. Buffett wants businesses with staying power. He's not looking for quick flips. He's looking for companies that'll still be around and dominant 10, 20, 30 years from now. And speaking of time, one of Buffett's most famous quotes is, "Our favorite holding period is forever." Think about that. Most investors buy and sell constantly. They're trying to time the market. Buffett, he buys great businesses and just holds them for decades. Why? Because he understands the power of compounding. Let me hit you with a stat. Buffett made over 90% of his wealth after he turned 60. Not because his strategy changed, but because time finally caught up with his compounding. And this is something that trips people up all the time. They think investing is about finding the next Tesla or making quick trades. But Buffett plays a different game, and it works. All right, let's bust a few myths real quick. Myth number 1, you need to be rich to invest like Buffett. Not true. He started with $100. Literally. His strength wasn't money, it was discipline. Myth number 2, value investing is boring. Maybe. But you know what's not boring? Being financially free, having time, peace of mind, a growing portfolio. That's not boring, that's the goal. And I know what you might be thinking, okay, sounds cool, but how do I actually use this? Let me give you a simple framework. Step 1, stick to what you know. Build a personal circle of competence. Step 2, learn how to value a business, not just based on hype, but by looking at profits, growth, debt, and future cash flow. Step 3, wait for the margin of safety. Don't chase, be patient. Step 4, look for businesses with moats. If it's easily replaced, skip it. Step 5, once you invest, hold. Let time do the work. That's it. That's the Warren Buffett way. No day trading, no guessing, just logic, patience, and conviction. All right. If you've made it this far, first of all, you're awesome. Second, you clearly care about your financial future, and that's what this channel is all about. If you found this valuable, go ahead and smash that like button. It tells the algorithm this is good content, and it helps more people learn what you just learned. And of course, subscribe for more videos just like this one. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. Got a friend who's always YOLOing into meme stocks? Share this with them. This is your name, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay smart, stay patient, and keep investing the Buffett way.